How y'all doing? I guess I owe y'all an explanation on my absence, and I will give you that explanation. So, with that being said, welcome back to the Employee Lounge podcast. So, I'm back. I know it's been many years since I've recorded a podcast, and I am so sorry that I left y'all hanging like that. I didn't mean to, but I had to, because during that time I was very sad, I was very depressed, and I really didn't think that I could continue with the podcast. And that's very sad to say, because I love the podcast. I love making episodes. The Employee Lounge podcast really helped me through so much, especially during that time, because during that time I was working at my dream job and I was so excited about it. And then all of a sudden that dream job turned into a toxic work environment and I had to leave. And I don't know about you, but it's very hard to just walk away from a job that you wanted to work at for so long, and it didn't work out. So you just had to walk away and leave a job that you worked so hard to get, and then you had to just walk away, which, let me tell you, is not the best feeling in the world. And I just wanted y'all to know during that time that the Employee Lounge podcast really saved me. It really helped me, because I wanted to share what I was going through at the time with others and hopefully build a community around that, because I just knew I wasn't the only one going through that. I knew I wasn't alone. I felt alone at that time. I did, but I knew I wasn't alone. And that's why I decided, hey, let me just start a podcast. It's so easy. No, it wasn't. It was not easy at all. Because let me tell you, starting a podcast is not for the weak. You really need to know your stuff. You really need to brush up on stuff. You really need to be excited to do a podcast. Unless you have a team. If you have a team, kudos to you, because this is not for the weak. It is not. And if you're only doing this and you're a one person show doing this, it's not for the weak. That was another thing. I lost all motivation during that time too, which is sad, because obviously they say if you want to do content, you have to be consistent, you have to keep going to see some growth. But I was also impatient, y'all. I was so impatient, because I really wanted this podcast to work out so badly that I was just counting the numbers, which you shouldn't. I was just counting the numbers, counting the growth, just hoping it would just increase. The numbers would increase, and it didn't. And I was being very impatient about it. And I decided to walk away as well, because a toxic work environment plus your content is not growing. It was just too much. You're already depressed. You're already sad. You don't have a plan B, because again, you're part of the Great Resignation. And of course you don't have a plan B. So what do? You give up. That's what I did. I don't recommend that. Don't give up. But I did. I gave up during that time because I thought I didn't have a way out. I didn't have anything to go from there. So I just walked away for many years on this podcast. And I am truly sorry. I want to apologize for that. I am very sorry for walking away to something that I love. And let that be a lesson. If you love something, if you're passionate about something, do not walk away from it. Keep going, because you will find the fruit of your labor. You will have success. And there's many success stories out there. So just don't take it from me, but you will find success. Just keep going, post the content, continue with that business you wanted to run. If you're going to school, continue to do that until you graduate. If you're thinking about a certification, continue to work on that until you get it. Don't let anything stop you. And I wish I listened to my own advice years ago, because I really think that this podcast had some potential and I didn't see that. But I see it now. I see that it does have potential, because I have been looking at the numbers since I walked away, and I am very shocked that people are still looking at my content. After all these years, I'm shocked that people are still listening to my content after all these years. And I just want to say a huge thank you to those that are still rocking with me from all these years. I cannot tell you how grateful I am that you're doing that, because it just felt for so long that no one was listening. No one cared. And just to see the numbers keep going, I feel so happy that you're taking it seriously and you're really listening and trying to get something from it. And that makes me just so happy. So thank you so much for listening and looking at my content. You have no idea. But also, I must say, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to engage with me, because I would love to engage with you back. I would love to build this community, because that's really what I thought my podcast would be about. It would just be about community. Hey, if something's going on, let's help this person. If you're looking for a job, let's help this person. That's what I really wanted, because during that time, it was during the pandemic. And of course, y'all remember the pandemic and what was happening. So I really wanted the Employee Lounge podcast to be the community to help one another. That was my goal, and it's still my goal, and I still want that. So please subscribe, comment, follow. Just make sure you're still up to date with what's going on, because I am trying to make this big comeback and I'm trying to see where this goes. So yeah, everything is linked down below. So check it out. And, it would mean so much to me if you did, because it's all about community. It really is. So what else has been going on with me? Yeah, after walking away, it's just been so many ups, so many downs, so many twists, so many turns. I'm in the same boat as everyone. And now that we're in the year 2025, there's still many twists and turns, ups and downs. And this job market, I'm just going to say, is very scary right now. Very scary. So I just want to say to all of those people that are going through it right now, I just want to say sorry. I'm very sorry. You don't deserve it. It is not your fault. Don't beat yourself down either because of what's going on. You're still qualified. You're overqualified. Let's say that. You have the credentials, you have the knowledge, you have the skills, you have the abilities. You are great. Okay. You can do the job. It's just right now the job market is not where it should be. And that's a little depressing. And we don't know what's going to happen in the near future. We don't. We have guesses, we have assumptions, but for right now, we don't know what's going to happen. And I can tell you, I don't know about you, but I'm a little scared. I am a little scared about that because you hear all the news about the layoffs. You hear about the recession. You hear about everything, okay? And when you hear those words, you're very uneasy because those are not very good words you want to hear right now. So I will say this. Make sure whatever you're going through, make sure you have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. Maybe a D, maybe an E, maybe an F. I don't know. But make sure you have a plan and a backup plan because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, right now, if you quit your job, you don't need to work in a toxic environment, quit your job. Listen, you can take my advice if you want to, but I'm not trying to give advice no one wants to take. So do whatever works for you. That's what I could say. Do whatever works for you. But I will say, if you are planning on leaving your job right now, make sure you have another job lined up because don't do what I did. And there's a video, okay, the Great Resignation that I did. It's listed below. I would not recommend leaving a job without another job. So make sure you have a backup plan. If you're part of the layoffs, I am so sorry. You don't deserve that, like I said. But I hope you had a backup plan, or I hope you have some type of emergency plan to help you out. And I hope you got a notice, some type of notice that you were going to be laid off, because I would be completely rude if you didn't get a notice, but I hope you did. And I hope you have some type of plan to help you until you find another job or until you get back on your feet. Do some save. Right now is the time for some savings. Right now is time to really make sure you're good for the next couple of months, hopefully years, because you just never know. And I know these jobs are going to be a lot because that's what they are. They're jobs. But if you don't have to leave your job, don't do it. I would not recommend right now to leave your job. I would recommend you staying on and holding on because the job market is just not what it is anymore. And it's scary. It's scary. And of course, on top of that, you got people in positions that shouldn't be in positions, okay? Shouldn't be in positions. Had to say that one more time. And they're going to make hiring very difficult for those that need to be hired. And again, like I said, if you're in that position, it's not your fault. Don't get depressed. It's just right now, it is not the time to apply for a job or leave your job. But if you got to do what you got to do, keep going. Don't give up. You will get that job one day. It may take a little longer, but you will get that job one day. But also, there's another thing you can do. You can look into something else while you're applying for a job, but look into some certifications. Look into that. If you want to look into another work field, do that. You don't have to wait to move on to something that you've always wanted to do. There's still time. You're still able to do it. Don't think that you're not ready to go into something else. You're always ready to go into something else. So, yeah, don't think that, oh, I shouldn't go into this other field. No, that's ridiculous. Go into that field and see where it takes you, because who knows? It may be the best job you've ever had. So never say never. And that's actually what I did during the time that I was looking for a job. I focused on getting my SHRM certification, senior certification. And that's what I did. I got my SHRM senior certification. Yay. And it was a lot of work, but I had to do it, as my background is in human resources. And I thought that was the time to just really focus and really get certified. And that's what I did. And I wish that for everyone, if you have the time to really invest in you, then this is the time to do it. If you are not working right now, if you're in between jobs, this is the time to invest in yourself, to make you do what you always wanted to do, and to also to stand out in the job market. Because let me tell you, there is some serious competition out there. And unfortunately, you're going up against the best of the best, as long as yourself. So just a thought, just keep going, but also take the time to invest in yourself and make yourself the standout candidate. Look, y'all, it is a lot going on right now. Okay. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I am saying that you got to do what you need to do, but you also need to take care of yourself. Okay. Make sure you do some self-care. Make sure you are in the right mindset for whatever it is that's going on, because depression can really take over right now. It's going to be a journey. And let me tell you, depression really, at that time for me, depression really took over. And I didn't have any motivation. I didn't want to do anything. I was just so sad about what was going on. I thought I was not the ideal candidate because I wasn't getting any jobs. I thought something was going on with me. Takes you on a roller coaster ride, okay? But let me tell you, take care of yourself. Don't ever doubt yourself. It is not your fault about what is going on now. Everything will work out when it needs to, and it will be soon. It will be soon. Don't be afraid to pivot either. That's okay too. If you don't think this is the right job for you, it's okay to pivot. Just make sure you take care of yourself and do what makes you happy right now, because that is the most important. And believe me, I wish I listened to my advice years ago, but instead I just shut down, and I don't recommend that at all. Do not shut down. You keep going. You hear me? Keep going. I just want to say thank you once again. I cannot thank you enough, because the Employee Lounge podcast is my favorite thing. I love creating content. I should definitely do it more often and be consistent. But now I feel like I could be accountable and do this, because I think this is the perfect time to come back, especially during this time. 2025 has been nothing but a roller coaster ride, but it's okay. We're going to make it through. Okay. I believe we will. We have to. We have no choice. We have no choice. We have to make it. So thank you once again, everyone. I cannot express everything that has been going on, but I want to say thank you for still giving me a chance on this platform, giving me a chance with this podcast. I see this going no way but up, and I just want to say thank you. But don't forget that we are trying to be a community, okay? Don't forget that. If you need help, if you need any resources, you can always reach out to me. I am available on all the socials. Y'all know this. But I also have an email that you can always send something, email. If you need any advice, if you need anything, just send an email. And or if you have a story, I love stories, love funny, especially funny stories. So if you have a story, I would love to share that with your permission, of course. But yeah, let's really make this podcast worthwhile, y'all, because it's not only just for me, it's for anyone here that is willing to be a part of the community, because we're all co-workers. Okay. I'm your favorite co-worker. Yeah, let's make this community happen. If you need anything, if you have some advice, need some advice, or if you're hiring, let us know, because again, we're going through a really sad time. So if you're hiring, let me know and I could put this on the podcast. Or if you have a story, needs advice, like I said, just email askemployeeloungepod@gmail.com. No, it's askemployeeloungepodcast@gmail.com. Anywho, I would put that in the description right below, or I'll put it right here. But yeah, just email, and yeah, we'll have this community and we'll continue to keep going. But yeah, I just want to say thank you, everyone. I wanted to come back and say hi. And yeah, tune in for the next episode, because I will be consistent and y'all will have to hold me accountable, because I have to be consistent. But anyways, I would love to hear from y'all. Thank you so much for still being here, and take care. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Take care, everyone. Bye, coworkers.